the list I have here, the indication is that the next speaker from the majority side is Honorable Ajayi Mensah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the debate on the economic policy of the government of Ghana for the 2026 financial year, captioned Resetting for Growth, Jobs and Economic Transformation by the Finance Minister, Honorable Dr. Kingsley Ato-Forson. Right Honorable Speaker, this is one of the smartest budgets. We've been in the system for some time, but there is everything to show that is one of the best, smartest budgets ever delivered by the smartest member of Parliament and the Minister for Finance. Right Honorable Speaker, the other side, our colleague Honorable Boama talked about the issue of emergency, state of emergency. I thought that this issue was closed. State of emergency had been handled by Mr. Speaker, our leader, that there isn't anything to show. There is no documentation from the NDC front that called for state of emergency during MPP era. If there was some concerns by the public that there was the need for state of emergency, it was because of the fact that the area was mismanaged to the extent that, I think we started this thing here, over 2,100 concessions were given out, prospecting licenses were given out. When it happened, all of us were concerned because the whole place, the whole areas in the 83 mining district were filled by the Chinese, with fines and all over. So that was the concern. Now what are we seeing here? There is reasonable control. The rivers are becoming neater, better. The 9 forests have all been cleaned up, and that you don't see mining in those mining areas again. NAMOs are doing well. The issue of the responsible cooperative mining is also key. And I thought this issue of state of emergency was closed. It is not, to me, I don't think that is something that we need to worry ourselves about now. There's reasonable control. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to make some few comments on the road sector. The budget is clearer on what our roads we have in Ghana here in terms of our network. And the concern also from the other side, by Honorable Boama, talking about the Accra-Kumasi Expressway. And I call this expressway Mahama Expressway. All records are clear. And indeed, when this project is delivered, it is going to be the best of the expressway in Africa, because that is designed to be the heart, the economic heart of Ghana, with the 6 lanes right away from Accra, 188.7 kilometers, the expressway to Kumasi. That is the best that President Mahama can do for the Ashanti area as a hub. I was surprised to learn that our colleagues have concern to that project. For the existing corridor, the existing road from Accra to Kumasi, the budget is clear that it's about 64% complete, and there isn't anything to show that this project will be abandoned. There's budget allocation for that, the 4.3 billion for construction to the road ministry will have to take care of that. So there's no trouble about that. But the Accra-Kumasi Expressway is something that it is to the heart of President Mahama, and it's not negotiable. It is going to be done, and that will be the best thing that the people of Ashanti region in the middle belt of Ghana will inherit. So, Mr. Speaker, this is something that gets me worried when our side here thinks that the expressway is not important, so we should hold on to that and go for the current one. As for the current system, the network, it will still be done because there's enough budget allocation for that accordingly. We all remember the issue of Kwame Nkrumah motorway. During that period, we are aware of those who talked against it. Nkrumah went ahead to do it, And today, it's one of the best for Ghana. And I think that this project is non-negotiable. It is not hopeful. It is the determination of President Mahama to get this happen. So we expect our colleagues, particularly from our colleagues in that area, to support it and support that it gets better. Honorable Speaker, when we check through the budget, it is the first time, at least from my understanding, the first time that a budget has been presented that gives clarity to the road sector. It gives clarity to the road sector in terms of the highway, national highways and corridor roads, in terms of the urban roads, in terms of the feeder roads, and many more. And more importantly, Honorable Speaker, is the big push. So you realize that in the budget, it is very much clear. It talks about the national highway and corridor project. And there we talk about the Accra-Kumasi Expressway. This expressway that I call Mahama Expressway is a 6-lane, Mr. Speaker, road that leads to Kumasi right from Accra with 8 interchanges. And the 8 interchanges, we have the Accra hub, we have the Samankase, we have Adesso, we have Ofuase, we have that Lake Bosonche and that of Kumasi. I have every evidence, every reason to be happy. Right on, because I am from Ofuase, my father is from Ofuase, and the last time I went to Ofuase, there was clear happiness in them that, Ajay, you must make sure that Mahama doesn't get back from what his promises. It should happen, and I promise them that President Mahama is determined, NDC is determined to give the right route. That is the shortest. Right, Honorable Speaker, this corridor is going to provide about 30,000 jobs for our people. And apart from the fact that there is going to be the 8 lanes, there are also 3 bridges that will cover the Bream and Pra rivers. Right, Honorable Speaker, apart from that, there's going to be two toll plaza, one in Kumasi and one here in Accra. And also 4 service areas where there will be restaurants and sport halls and all those. So, Right, Honorable Speaker, this project is something that I think that the other side will commend President Mahama and request that let it happen and let it happen properly. I did make mention on the fact that the budget is one of the smartest and much clearer piece that provides details to our roads. We also talked about urban roads. Even for the highway corridor, we talked about apart from the Accra-Kumasi Expressway, we have the Eastern Corridor road. So, Mr. Speaker, the Eastern Corridor roads are clearer. Dodo Pepaso and Damanko is there, it's about 64%. Right, Honorable Speaker. Then you come to the Tekeni from Elibo Grand Quanta to Takoradi. This project is about 72% completed. Then we come further down and we talk about the bridges. Mr. Speaker, 50 bridges. The budget made provision for 50 bridges, and the locations are all defined and clarified. So there's no ambiguity. This is a budget that is devoid of innuendos and sarcasms. Because in the past, year of roads 1, year of roads 2, year of roads 3, and nothing happened. This situation now is much clearer. So there isn't anything like the sarcasms and so on. It's much clearer. That, Honorable Speaker, the 50 bridges are clear, and budgetary allocations are made for them, and we know where they are. We can we want to take 2 of them. We have the Volivo and Nikwe rivers on the Tano River. That, Honorable Speaker. Then there is also the clarity on feeder roads. 1,000 kilometers of roads is dedicated to the rural areas, connecting the agriculture areas. And I think the World Bank is giving support for that. And 820 million Ghana cedis have been dedicated to that. It is so smart. It is so organized, such that when our rural areas have their roads sorted out, that is the economic benefit. Right, Honorable Speaker, there is also this issue of the 3 billion that is allocated for 166 constituencies. I call these roads Ekwan Nketenkete. The Ekwan Nketenkete, Mahama Ekwan Nketenkete are those Ekwan Nketenkete that connect the rural areas, 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers, that will do the trick. And the budget allocation has been provided for the Right, Honorable Speaker, 3 billion. It is clearer. It is much easier for all of us to know that 4.3 billion has been dedicated for the ministry. And that is where your concern, your road, the Accra-Kumasi road, will be sorted out. You have all the bypasses. The bypasses and all over. That is good. It will still be done. But the priority, Right Honourable Speaker, is the Accra-Mahama Expressway. Right Honourable Speaker, when we come further down, I need to be bailed here because the minority leader is secretary. Right Honourable Speaker, the feeder road situation is much critical. It connects to the agri-production areas. But of more important is the Adeso, Eche, Amanfron, bridge. That one will connect to the Aframplains, where the food basket, the real food basket of the country is in there. So it will open up the area for commercial farming. That is more critical and that is more commendable. And we think that the other side should show appreciation. It is better, we support this, it is the best thing to go for. Right Honourable Speaker, I was talking about the clarity of all the, so right now you are from the highways, you come to the urban roads, you come to the feeder roads. But of more important to the situation, Mr. Right Honourable Speaker, is the big push. 30 billion is dedicated for the big push. It is much clearer. The big push, we had previously 33 Yema projects. These projects, majority of them, were those ones that were started by the MPP government. Year of Force 1, Year of Force 2, and Year of Force 3, and Year of Force 5. All these things are brought together, and 30 billion has been allocated for that, and it will be done. And by 2027, majority of all these roads will be captured. Honorable Takoradi, Honorable Kobe will bear me witness. You know, we cut a sword. We cut a sword for the Cape Coast Takoradi corridor. That's going to make your place super. So when you get the Elibu road coming to Takoradi, your place is the most efficient place and the most smartest place to look for. Yeah, it's a very nice place. Mahama is producing that and making sure that that corridor is sorted out. So the big push is clearer, and I think enough announcement, enough details have been given, in that order. What else do you want again? So let's have a look at the budget. The budget is much clearer, and that is why I said I'm going to concentrate on roads, because for the first time in our history, we are able to have clarity in our road definition. Once upon a time, there was a time that we even didn't know our road network. I had to come and challenge here. I challenge that we can't think and we can't say that Nana Akufo-Addo is the president that has constructed roads more than any other person. That is never true. On records, they are there. We provided the details, and you couldn't challenge that. Hopefully and happily, we have Mahama coming back again. Mahama is making our roads better, because during those times, 2014, 15, 16, and safer, better, safer, cleaner, sharper. That was the time that we had the upside of urban roads, the asphalt overlays. That is where we saw them. He is back again to modernize our roads going forward. Right Honourable Speaker, I think that I will encourage my colleagues to have a look at the area, the section that talks about roads. It is the best thing that we can do for ourselves. President Mahama has commissioned his minister, and I'm very much aware the Honourable Minister for Roads and Highways. He took 6 months and toured all over the country. Every road is determined. Every corridor is determined. Every network is determined. And that the big push is going there and making sure that our roads are safer, our roads are better. So for that purpose, I think that we have every cause to jubilate. We had every cause to congratulate our Minister of Finance who came in here and going forward. Right Honourable Speaker, the Road Maintenance Trust Fund has come to stay. Soon, I'm informed the board is going to be inaugurated, but the Road Maintenance Trust Fund is that one that is going to maintain our roads, and that piece is going to do the maintenance for the 166 constituency roads. Those roads are the road in Ketenkete, that we are talking about. It's going to be tricky. We are aware that most of those roads are your roads. Many of those roads are yours, and we will ensure our roads are maintained. When we took power, the records are clear. When we took power, the records are very, very clear. Majority of our road network has broken down. And for the first time, we have had the braveness to ensure that our roads are maintained, and enough financial allocation are made for that, and ensuring that our roads are safe. We will not, given ourselves by 2027, majority of our worries on our roads will be a thing of the past. Right Honourable Speaker, I think that this is so good, much good news that what I'm being and harassed. This is a harassment, because I think that so in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to thank and commend all speakers that congratulated the Minister for Finance for the wonderful delivery and what is in there. And also thank the President for such a big piece, such a big stuff. The visionary President that has come to help the Ghana going forward. So President Mama, we are so grateful. We are so grateful for your appointees, your ministers. They're doing a very good job. And we think that the issue relating to state of emergency is gone. The Kumasi, Accra, Kwame Nkrumah, the Kumasi, Accra, Maham.
Honorable member, your time is up. Your time is up.